So you guys, the protesters, I've seen gas masks, goggles, bulletproof vests. So, where did you hear that, Barbara? You guys, I forgot though that Jeff's right. They were meeting with the family inside, so that could also be what's taking a little longer. Is this officer oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Mensa? Did I say that right? All of those microphones are the press microphones, though. Somebody just called me from Milwaukee. I can't answer right now. Jeff, can you take a look at what Barbara just posted on the Kitty list on Twitter, please? Yeah, Ronald, it's been 3 shootings in 5 years. So this officer has had 3.
All right. Welcome everybody that's coming on the stream. This is the announcement by the DA in Milwaukee County, Wisconsin, whether he's going to charge Officer Mensa for the shooting of Alvin Pool, I think is how they're saying it. He decided that he was going to let the family know and their lawyers this afternoon. So the only stream I can find at the moment is Katie, who not my favorite streamer in the world to listen to, but she is there. So I'm going to listen to her for a second. I'm going to look see if I can get some more information real quick.
So we have I'm really surprised there's only one officer there. Yeah, I agree, Ronald. It's I mean, it's people go their entire careers. Eric, you're asking good questions. Or not? Did I acquitted the wrong word?
Just go ahead and warn you, the streamer has absolutely no idea what she's talking about. Yeah, give me a minute. I'll be right back in and inform you of the real information.
Even if it's canceled, so funny. I put together the notes. I try and do as best as I can to research the things that I'm covering, but then they're on my phone and then I can't see them. So I need to write them down on a 3x5 card.
All right, let me give everybody an update real quick. The DA was expected to give the family's lawyers, or lawyer in particular, information this afternoon. Her name is Kimberly Motley. She's a family lawyer. The DA for Milwaukee County is John Chisholm. In preparation for today, they closed the City Hall and Public Library at noon for a 3-day period. And they had all of the students for the county and the city on virtual instruction, so there's nobody in school today. And they called out the National Guard. I would find it hard to believe that they wouldn't say it today. Alvin was a 17-year-old that was shot by an officer named Joseph Menza of the Wauwatosa Police Department. There's a call to the local mall for disturbance. When they got there, there was a group of African-American teenagers that ran. You can see the dash cam video on our YouTube. I believe it's on Facebook also. Cops say that he shot at them first. They did find a gun, and he was shot and killed, obviously, by Joseph Mensa. The problem becomes, or what makes it more complicated, optics-wise, is this was the third fatal shooting by Officer Mensa in 5 years. The other shootings were Jay Anderson Jr. in 2016 and Antonio Gonzalez in 2015. Both of those have been ruled self-defense by the DA. So that's where we stand. If you need more information, go to the link to our website. And it is now 5:32 Eastern, which means it's 4:32. So we have 28 minutes before the normal close of business for the DA's office. So let's see what happens.
It's just people are seeing it circulating on Twitter feeds, but there's nothing official. Nobody here is anticipating that they will bring charges. Wait, okay, hold on, you guys. I think I'm confusing all of you. Hold on. Okay, Catherine. Which thing? Okay, this thing is not about the officer and George Floyd's bail being met today. This is for an officer in Milwaukee that this is the third fatality from him in 5 years, and they're protesting for charges to be brought against him, and they're going to make the announcement if they are going to bring charges. This case, actually, it happened back in February of 2020, and they're just now bringing the announcement if there's going to be a verdict. Yeah. Oh, interesting. What is... Jeff, can you write that down, the Allegheny Project? I want to look that up later. officer is black, and I spoke with people earlier that said that makes no difference to them. He should not have three shootings in 5 years. Yeah, the National Guard is here. They're deployed. They are out. School's been canceled. Buildings have been closed and will remain closed for the next 3 days.
Gonna break in again real quick. I'm gonna show you a couple pictures real quick. This first picture is going to be the officer. His name is Joseph Mensa. Interesting fact, the shooting occurred February of this year, February 2nd. Obviously, since George Floyd, there's been a uptick in protests. One of the protests that occurred locally here took place outside of Mensa's home and ended violently when Mensa went outside to try to engage the crowd, speak with them, and he was yelled back into the house. And once he had gotten back into his house, someone shot at him through the back door, hitting the wall beside him. Luckily, it missed him and the 2 children that he had in the house. And yeah, that was quickly put down by state police. And then let me show you one other. This is the kid that got shot, the 17-year-old. This picture's kind of cropped, but he worked at McDonald's. This is a McDonald's outfit. And he was at Wayfair Mall, which is outside Milwaukee, with a gun. And apparently, allegedly, shot it back at cops. So, that's all I want to show you. Go back to the stream real quick.
Hey, Betty.
Is that better?
You guys, we're in downtown Milwaukee.
Testing, testing. Reed, can you hear me?
Killed Alvin Cole in February of this year. BM Ben, they were supposed to make the announcement at 3 p.m. Heard that they're in meeting with the family right now, but I don't know. I can't tell. Is BM, are you trolling me right now? I know it could also get crazy in Minneapolis with the fact that
I said indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail.
yeah, I know that there's U-Hauls that have been showing up with riot gear and whatnot, but I can't tell. There's been none here. What time is it here? Hey, Kenneth. Is it? Hold on, you guys. I gotta put my camera away.
her voice hurts my head. Couple pieces of news that broke this evening. The lawyers for Jacob Blake, the guy who got shot in Kenosha that started the riots, he was transferred from a spinal, or he was transferred from the hospital in Kenosha to a spinal rehab center in Chicago at an unknown location, unknown day. But that happened. Matter of fact, there is one piece of news on that. His next court appearance is going to be the 21st. Yeah, okay. So the next scheduled court appearance for Jacob Blake is 1:30 p.m. October 21st for the final pretrial. Then he has a jury trial scheduled for November 9th, 2020 at 9 a.m. And that's for the felony and the 2 misdemeanors for third-degree sexual assault, a couple other criminal trespass, disorderly conduct with domestic abuse modifier. And the other piece of news for the day is Derek Chauvin, the guy that leaned on George Floyd's back, came up with $1 million, and he is no longer in jail pending his court case. So let's go back to the stream.
They were supposed to release it at 3. Yeah, I haven't seen any of you. Can you also scour for donut shops and good burgers? You guys, I learned that Texas has In-N-Out Burger too. I didn't know that. What do I think is going to happen? Hey, Kevin. So Sarah, allegedly the family is actually inside meeting. So we will see. Oh, it hurts,
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Whataburger.
No justice! No justice!
Hey, Anthony. Kingle. Oh my gosh, I had my first Kingles when I was here last time. They were so good. A Kringle is basically, it's like this big. I don't know how to, you can't tell. It's about the size of a 10-inch pizza, but it has a hole cut in the middle, and it's like a pastry puff type thing, but it's not puffy, and it's kind of flat. Oh yeah, it's like a Danish. Honey dip donuts. How far away is that? Thanks, Kevin. Wow, now I want more. I want a pretzel with cheese. You're so sweet. Oh, just. Immunity. Hi, is it Mary? Mary? Patsy, so I've only seen them here, and what's cool is when you go into like a gas station or a store, it almost looks like a bookshelf. Sorry, something's happened.
You know, I mean, anyone that has question about what I do, I mean, you guys can look on my page. We're 100% transparent. We make sure to put truth out there. Our focus is on, you know, making sure the truth is being told, elevating voices, and exposing corruption. So the crowd's moving closer to the steps now. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I didn't see who said it, but yeah, I mean, streamers are right in the middle of all the nonsense. So, you know, we have law enforcement that are shooting at us with CS canisters, mace balls, rubber bullets. I mean, I'll show you guys. You know, like I said, I've had some people that have let me borrow a vest, and
Oh, ma'am, here. No, can you drop this? Hold on. Ma'am? Sorry, is this yours?
like, technically I have a vest on, but it's not my vest. Katie left it at the house that we were staying at, so I knew she was coming and I brought it, and instead of just holding it in my hand, I put it on. So right now I am wearing a vest, but eventually the vest will come off, and then I don't have one. See, but then, like, at the same time too, like, we also film too, because if, like, this group is peaceful, right? They're getting a little agitated because it's taking so long. So same as you guys. So I mean, you guys can relate to that. But if there's a group that comes in of, you know, opposing opinions, you know, we want to make sure that we're highlighting that too, so it doesn't seem like this protester group is the agitators of the situation. Where again, mainstream media, if those two groups clashed, mainstream media would blame it on the group that's protesting. And it's unfortunate. That's why they get so pissed off. That's why they don't trust, you know, any media. And then you have law enforcement killing them. So they become very, you know, distrustful of press and law enforcement.
No justice!
they'll be more than happy to use the racial angle for all of this. They'll just call him Uncle Tom. I mean, 2 of the 3 fatal shootings attributed to the officer in the last 5 years were of black males, and 1 was Hispanic. I think the family might have just come out.
After overhead, so maybe.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist! No peace! No justice! No peace! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! When do we want it?
4 more years! 4 more years! You know you love it. We got 4 more years.
When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, 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 shut it down! 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 If we don't get it,
This is Sparta!
I'm trying to figure out if that's Alvin's family. I know the family's inside meeting, so those black masks kind of trippy.
See, they're directing mainstream media too. And this is where it becomes problematic for the streamers, because mainstream media is not complying, and this is going to make it a problem for us. So, and like right now, mainstream media is doing nothing but fucking filming this. And this is how the narrative gets started, right here. Because of this bullshit. All they have to do is comply and move down the goddamn stairs. But they're not. That's the problem.
All right, so they're attacking cameramen.
So, I mean, the crowd has asked hundreds of times for mainstream media to move from the stairs. So there's one of the mainstream guys who's basically like refusing to move from the staircase, and all that's doing is agitating everybody. That's the problem right there. That's the problem.
How is that the problem?
It's fucking stupid. Then it fucks it. See, now here we go. So now everything's about fuck the media. That's the issue.
If you're not willing to fight for the rights of the media under the First Amendment on public ground, then don't be a fucking journalist.
Isn't. Watch, that's gonna be a fucking headline now.
Because let me tell you something. I've seen more concrete on that guy's stream than I've seen of anything else. At least Katie, annoying as she is actually filming something.
Or goddamn media. Yeah, I'm aware of what I'm filming, guys, because I'm not going to be part of that agenda. They were very polite asking media to back up and remove themselves from the stairwell. You've already...
What? You okay? I've heard the National Guard's at the mall. How did he come back here? Be careful.
He came back there because he has less balls than
You good though?
So this is families. Looks like they're coming out now. Share this right
Come down the stairs if you got to on this side.
So the decision here is going to be imminent. They are going to get a microphone.
What's his name? Alvin Cole.
What's his name?
Alvin Cole.
We're hearing they just announced
Alvin Cole.
no charges.
Alvin Cole. Alvin Cole. Alvin Cole.
Share this, retweet this. Let's get this going. The decision's coming out here.
We love you. We love you. about Joseph Massey. Once again, he could not he said it was, he could not really justify it.
Turn that camera off!
So basically, that's
Comes to my chair. I got arrested. That's cute.
about that's all I have to say.
I guess I'll talk. Just like what my mom said, Chisholm did not justify this shooting, which means Alvin did not shoot at Joseph Mensah. Joseph Mensah is not a credible source in his case right now. Joseph Mensah and Jay Anderson case and Antonio Gonzalez case has lied several times. And from the investigators who released their reports today, they not only said that Joseph should be fired immediately, but he is not credible. He was not credible in Jay Anderson's case. So he would not be credible in Alvin Cole's case. So DA Chisholm needs to try harder. It might sound good, but DA Chisholm got to do better. It's been 20 years, 20 plus years as a DA. And you have been the same. You have showed the same. You showed your bias. All these black families walking in here to meet with you about their loved one that has been killed by Joseph Mensah. And you have yet to justify, to not justify it. But you stated that you did not justify the shooting. So I want to hear you say that publicly. Joseph Mensah should not be working. It should have never been working after Antonio Gonzalez. It should have never been working before Antonio Gonzalez. Because from my knowledge, Joseph had a death before Antonio Gonzalez. Right? That no one knows about. That is sealed. Yeah, I'm going to talk my shit. All right. Talking. Pretty much. You know, I want to thank all y'all for being out here, for real. For supporting us and holding us down. We heard y'all from up there. I was shouting y'all. I was saying, G.A. I was calling up there. Best believe I was on his ass. Here from. I don't know what much to say, y'all, right now. But the fight continues. It doesn't end here. It doesn't end here. We gotta make sure Joseph is fired. Immediately. We gotta make sure he don't get a job ever again. As a police officer. Because it ain't enough for him to transfer and go somewhere else. Especially my government is gonna write him a report. Right? Just like we don't need that. We don't need that. And it's time for DA Chisholm to retire. Yeah. To step down. Because it's been too much shit. He's been sweeping under the rug. I see a motherfucking lump. I see a lump in that rug that he's been sweeping everything under. It's time to expose that stuff. It's time to expose what's under that rug. Because it's too much. And it's time for you to let the public know what's going on. Because we're coming for your job next. Alvin Cole did not shoot Joseph Mensah. He did not shoot at Joseph Mensah. Alvin Cole was in a 6-point stance. Joseph Mensah was the last to arrive on the scene when he shot Alvin twice. while he was laying flat on the ground.
And now they're
Face
bringing up
down.
the past shooting.
In the back. You cannot justify that. But the media don't want you to know that. The media not putting that in the media. They not putting my brother scream, no God. No God, no God. Well, he all of a sudden shot 4 days later. You don't know if a motherfucker shot at you that same day. That motherfucker excuse my language. Fuck that motherfucker. You don't know that person shot the first day. It took them 4 days to come up with this presentation to try to discredit my brother's character. It took them 4 days. No other cop said Alvin shot
Your
at
brother was 17 with a gun shooting at the cops at the mall at 11 o'clock at night.
Fuck Joseph Missy.
What the fuck you talking about? Your brother didn't need his shit discredited. He didn't have any fucking credit to begin with.
Let's talk about what happened today. All right? So the investigator of the Fire and Police Commission determined that Joseph Benson is not fit for duty as an officer. Page 47 of the investigator's report. He specifically said what the families that we have been saying for months is that Alvin Cole never shot at Officer Mensa and Alvin Cole never shot at any officer. Period. And that's page 47. In addition to that, the investigator said that there is just cause to terminate Officer Mensa as an officer.
Fuck Mensa! Fuck Mensa!
Now that report was mostly based on the Jay Anderson case. With regards
With a completely different case that had nothing to do with Alvin Cole.
Had Officer Mensa been terminated 4 years ago when he shot and killed Jay Anderson, then Alvin Cole would be here today. Had he not been an officer, now Alvin Cole would be here. Now what D.A. Chisholm has done is he's decided that he is not issuing any charges. Chisholm did not say
the gun they
that the
found.
shooting was justified. And that's really important because normally for these things, if he believes that, he will say that. He did not say that Officer Mensa shooting Alvin Cole was justified. We are not done fighting. We are still going to fight. We are still going to fight for a conviction of Officer Joseph Mensa. That's facts. We're not going anywhere. And we want you guys to continue to follow us because this is really, really important. Today, not only was Officer Chauvin now out and free, but Joseph Mensa is also out and free. And both of them should be locked up. Thank you.
We love you, Kim! The cop is the one on the screen right now.
You know, I think that's so Officer Mensa did not sit down with D.A. Chisholm. He did not sit down with the Fire and Police Commission investigator. Also, the other officers that were there did not sit down with the Fire and Police investigators. Now, law enforcement, they routinely expect us as community members to sit with them, which we do, to answer their questions, which we do. The fact that they did not do that, the fact that Officer Mensa did not do that, speaks volumes. They've been out there lying and saying that Alvin Cole shot at him and shot at the other officers. That's been a lie that they have been perpetuating for months. And they have refused to sit down with the Fire and Police Commission investigator. I think that answers your question.
Yes.
We know
there
that
was a shooting
also
towards
Chief Weber on June 17th lied to the Fire and Police Commission and said said that Alvin Cole's gun was loaded with 30 live rounds. That is our video. June 17th, he lied. And that is the leadership of the Walton Police Department. And Fire Weber! That shows you what type of police they want in Wauwatosa. We don't have to wait for the hearing for him to be fired today. We don't have to wait for a hearing for Officer Metz to be fired today. We don't have to wait for a hearing for Chief Weber to be fired today. They can do that today, right now.
Right now! Right now! Right now! Right now!
Ms. Motley, when you all were meeting with the fans, meeting with the what was happening?
Well, we'll all speak on that, but yes, he was presenting evidence to us and the families, things that we asked to see, and was explaining his theory of the case, and also explaining to us that he did not justify Joseph Metz's shooting Alvin Cole.
Did he answer your questions sufficiently?
No. He can never do.
Which questions?
Why is he
charging him with some level of homicide?
All right.
It's a question we all deserve to know. Why aren't you using your power to charge him with some level of homicide? That is the question that he is not sufficiently answered.
He's an accomplice to murder.
So many people that have been killed by cops that he doesn't answer that question.
And D.A. Chisholm let him get off. He's an accomplice to murder.
That's right.
But I just want to say today, you saw the independent investigators report
Who the
say that
hell are
Joseph
you?
Mensa lied in a previous, in regards to Jay Anderson. He said that Joseph Mensa should not be a police officer and he's not fit for duty because a police officer's word has to be trusted when they get on the witness stand and swear to tell the truth. Joseph Mensa, we believe, did not give a truthful version about what happened with Alvin Cole. He claims that Alvin Cole pointed a gun at him. Nobody else supports that, and Wauwatosa didn't have body cam. We believe that Chisholm should have prosecuted this case.
That's right.
We believe this case could be proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
That's right.
We disagree with Attorney Chisholm's opinion about that. He never said the shooting was justified. He said he could not disprove what would be a self-defense crime beyond a reasonable doubt. We disagree with this.
That
This is a different
is
standard that is used with
what his
non-police
job
witnesses.
is.
This is a culmination of years of not holding police officers criminally accountable for their conduct. And in this community, this has to stop.
That's right.
And we are looking at our
All
next
right.
steps in this case.
What
This
they're
fight
saying
not over, and
is,
we are continuing this
in the
fight.
previous, in the Anthony case,
Yes.
there were inconsistencies in the officer's statements that led them to believe that he was no longer fit for duty. He actually got fired for a previous shooting. This officer had 3 fatal shootings in 5 years. This was the 3rd one. That being said, they're saying that because the DA has decided there is not enough evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, he's not going to bring charges. However, he supported them firing the officer due to his improprieties in the last shooting.
We have filed a writ of mandamus against the City of Wauwatosa Police Department because they refuse to give us our documents. Again, they are hiding documents from us. We have been very open and transparent with wanting to know what everyone in this community is entitled to know. We've asked for Mensa's complete personnel file. We asked for their use of force policies. We've asked for emails that we paid $1,300 for on August 6th that we have yet to receive one email.
Wow.
So because they are failing to give us our basic documents that we are entitled to, we have sued them. And we've served them today. Charge those documents. So I just want to touch on what Dave just said. She's exactly right. You know, bad policing is bad policing, and we are the families. We are not at war with the Wauwatosa Police Department.
Yeah, you are.
We've always maintained that Officer Joseph Mensa should be held accountable for his actions. And unfortunately today, we disagree with Dean Chisholm's assessment of what he saw.
Watch the
However,
website
he has a
later.
responsibility.
I'll put a
He has a
copy of
responsibility
the
to all of us. To a
the
certain
motion
extent,
for the
he has
document itself.
normalized this behavior, at least with Joseph Mensa. He should have never been a police officer. He should have been terminated 4 years ago. And frankly, if these families were brave enough, the Anderson family, the Cole family, and the Gonzalez family, he would still, if they weren't brave enough to fight against this officer, he would still be working. He still is getting paid. He's suspended with pay. And he needs to be removed as an officer immediately. We do not have to wait for a hearing. It can happen today, right now, if Wauwatosa wanted it. And the fact that they have not done it, or we'll see if they do it, that speaks volumes to the type of policing that they want. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I love you, Kim.
Love you, Kim.
That was easy.
Chief Weber!
Fire Chief Weber!
Fire Chief Weber!
Fire Chief Weber!
All right, everybody. I've got to end the stream. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back in about an hour and a half for the vice presidential debate. We'll be doing that live. So we'll have majority of the stream to that. We'll also be keeping an eye on some of the protests. I know there are some protests that are getting spicy in Arizona at the moment. There's been a couple of arrests, and obviously this is not going to go over well with these people. So we shall see. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, make sure to like, subscribe, keep an eye out on the Facebook and YouTube. We will be going back live here in a little bit. Appreciate everybody.